Hello again, traders. Right, I wanted to go through this dashboard that I'm absolutely over the moon with now. In fact, I'm so relaxed because of I've got myself organised that I can't actually believe it. You know, I've been working so hard to incorporate stocks into my trading day, and the plan was, it's summer in the UK at the moment, the plan was to have myself in a position to be able to trade them in the winter, dark, cold winter days, short days, and I'm there. What I've done is I've actually now got a situation where I feel confident enough to trade European stocks, American stocks. I've got these dashboards set up in such a way that I think I'm almost at a point now where I can safely say I don't need to make any additions to what I'm doing. Loving this particular setup here. This is the complete set of American stocks that Think Markets do, and it's unusual to find MT4 brokers that cover a selection of stocks. These do. And the movements, it's always important to remember, like even with when you get involved in cryptos, which I do at the weekend, and that's been fantastic too today, this weekend in particular. It's Sunday morning, still only 5:47 in the morning. Don't ask why I'm awake at this time of the morning, but I have these weird sleep patterns. So anyway, that's another story. So fantastic, this is going so well, because you only need a handful of stocks, you only need one trade a day, you need to familiarise yourself with your own chosen set of stocks and your chosen broker, the way to trade, and that's what I've been doing with this Think Markets demo account. I'm not necessarily going to be loading them up with cash and trading with them, but I can use this dashboard to find trades and then switch to any broker I choose to trade these tickers with the best deals going on. Currently researching options. Doesn't look to be the best way to trade, but I can see, the American traders using options on $3,000 accounts, making $300 or $400 a day, is exactly what I love to do with FX, with the margin that you get with certain brokers. The reason being, I just don't trust brokers with huge amounts of money. I'd rather have $100,000 in my own sort of bank account, as it were, and put 10k in a broker's account and trade 10% instead of 1%. So 1% of 100k risk is the same as 10% of 10k risk, except you're keeping the cash in your own account. That's the way I like it. You decide how you want to trade. So the same goes for stocks. I want to be finding some way to do that. I don't want to tie up huge amounts of money with a stockbroker, especially if I'm just testing them out. Anyway, back to the point of this. Why does this work so well now? Right, well, we've got the Bollinger Bands, and I've done a little research. There's not a lot to be found out about these, but as I understand it, they are double Bollinger Bands, and you have the different ranges. We'll have a quick look at a chart. While I'm here, I'll show you what I use this for. I do not use this currently for pivots, although the power of this thing is phenomenal. I have been reading up about that. There is extensive information on Forex Factory with Nick. The thread is linked to on my Twitter feed. But basically, the only reason this is on this dashboard, and it's laughable really, is that it integrates these tickers and these tickers with the ability to open up instantly open the charts. So it's sort of a backwards way, a very, very basic way of getting the functionality that you would have with, say, TradingView, for example. So you can just you've got your chosen set of tickers here, and if you want to go to Citigroup, for example, using MT4 now, I can jump straight to Citigroup, and we will get the same dashboard on there, and I can then use the functionality here to switch between them. So I have my profile set up with all the different sets, because this is so basic, and I love this because of the information over and above the newer style dashboard that I've since dropped, RSI dash that is, because the numbers absolutely represent a lot more information. You know, if these are all in the high 70s, then I want to be using that as opposed to something that's only in the low numbers there, because this is all about momentum. The higher the number, the stronger the momentum. And don't worry about, someone mentioned this and I forgot to answer them on Twitter. They said, oh well, all these numbers mean they're overbought and oversold. No, I've never ever ascribed to that notion. The difference is, when you go from all this grey or blue to all this green or all this red, then you are following momentum. Nothing to do with oversold, overbought. So just to clarify that. And the higher the numbers or the lower the numbers, the more consistent. What would be lovely is if we could have all of these added up over here, and it just says, yeah, that's, you know, red, amber, green. This is a green one, as it were. Or the higher the number, basically, or the lower the number in the reds, the better the whole list is. And the higher the number the greens, just as I said, the higher the momentum is likely to be. So that's why I like that dash. Unfortunately, the limitations are you can only put it on the left hand side of your chart, and you can only get 15 or so of them on there, because you can't resize it or anything like you can with these dashboards here. So needs a little bit of work on that. If we can get that done, then we'll be far better. But as it stands, what I've got set up is this first set is equates to that and that, and then this would be American 1, say for example, USA 1, and I have this set which would then fill in here and in here on USA 2, and then you set that up as a profile, and you can have profile USA, say for example, and that would be all my USA stocks open, and then you could set up a profile for Euro stocks. As it happens, there's about 50 US stocks and something like 80 Euro stocks, so I need about 6 of these panels on the Euro. So I set that up as a profile as well. You can't see me going on to the left of the chart, but top left you've got file, and then you've got, if you click it, you've got profiles, and then you can save your profile. So I'd save USA 1, USA 2, Euro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 maybe. 6 15s represent the 6 different sets. Takes a while to set up, but then you're good to go. There is one little thing you have to do with this as well, and that is you have to set it up to open up the different templates. So indicators list, masses of different parameters that you can use. So this is going to be so powerful and so interesting to trade, but get yourself right down the bottom, and that's what I've done. So I would set up say for example USA 1 1 to 15, or USA A to G, and that would then correspond to the template to open, and then you'd save your template. I'll show you that in a moment, and it will open it straight away. I like to be on 15-minute on the 15-minute time frame, but you can choose, 1 to 1 month, 1 minute to 1 month, and then it'll open automatically. So Nick has done an amazing job with these indicators, these dashboards. I'm so glad I've found them. Well, basically it's absolutely revolutionized what I do. So if I click Boeing now, it will open Boeing chart on the 15-minute, and this is a template that has been set up for this bunch of tickers, and set it up for this bunch of tickers here. So everything works pretty seamlessly now, and that's it. So looking at this one, Boeing, you can clearly see the Bollinger Band would have told me that it's looking good if they were all green, for example. example, where is Boeing? Yeah, they're in the neutral but above the middle line, the 20 level at the moment. But if we look at Caterpillar, say, well, let's look at Disney. Sorry, I just got distracted then for a moment. Where is Disney? Where's it gone? D. Bit tired, middle of the night still. Disney, you can see, has this is the start of the new trading day. So it punched up and then it's pulled back, and then we've had this this would have been a trigger, and it did in fact go up a bit further. Not a brilliant entry, of course, but there are much better ones. Let's have a look at another pretty good example. Facebook, I think that was good. Yeah, so the initial burst up, you can clearly see what's happened here. We've broken a level of resistance. We've come down to use the resistance as support, and then this would have been a perfect later on in the day entry. Absolutely perfect. You know, this could represent £100, £1,000, £10,000, that little move there. So they follow the rules. This is a convoluted 2B reversal, or what do they call it, a spring. So it's pushed down, it's pushed up a bit, it's pushed down, and then it's absolutely taken off. That is what a 2B reversal spring move is all about. And then pullback, continuation. So you only need one trade a day, and this new template offers me numerous ones. So now, as it is, I've got set up, I could trade the Asian session. If I wake up in the Asian session, I can trade my Frankfurt and London session strategies with FX. And then I love this because the European markets do exactly what these US markets do, which is punch up, say, when Frankfurt and London open. That's the FTSE and whatnot, the DAX and the FTSE. Then they have a little drift back down, and then they, more often than not, continue in the direction they might punch down, pull back and continue down. But this is great because it means I can trade my FX early morning session, and then I'd normally stop. Now I can get involved in the later trend move, if you like, of stocks, and after a nice relaxing walk or whatever. I'm not addicted to trading, but in the cold winter days it's great to have options. So now I've got the Asian session gold move, the pre-Frankfurt grinding move, positioning move. I've got the Frankfurt and London Open, Billy TT at 8 AM, that 15-minute open range bar trade that I trade using trends and the usual, all the usual. So everything is all about the 3CR and the RSI histo. All the different strategies are just about finding the best days of, times of day to trade. So then have another break after that that European stock market session, come back about 2-3 o'clock. No rush to get to the bell because I like to let it do its stuff, and then pull back. So say 3:30 in the afternoon, you could get this 15-minute move, continuation move, or continuation to the downside. It is all working fantastically well, and just means if I don't want to get up for the Asian session, or don't want to do the London session, or I don't want to do the Billy TT 8 AM, I can just cruise around or roll over at 10 or 11 in the morning and look for a opportunity there. And if I don't fancy that, then I can look for an opportunity after 2:30 when the stock market opens. If I don't fancy that, I can check out the pivot panel on forex and see if anything is above the R4, say for example, or below S3, S4, and that will then tell me whether price is likely to be ready for an overextended reversal trade. So we have got numerous opportunities now, and these dashboards make life unbelievably easy. So thanks for watching. Sorry for the rambling video, but I hope that has covered what I'm up to here. So thanks a lot. Take care now. Bye.